Dear Doc, my wife and I have a loving marriage. We have been through more than our share of hard times. One problem that keeps coming up in our relationship is her 8-year-old son. He is extremely jealous of any attention his mother gets and inappropriate around her. He touches her breasts and her behind and constantly tries to invade her space if she's showering or changing clothes. He also walks nude into the room where she is and touches himself in front of her. I have been trying to tell her these are unnatural behaviors, but she says Mike is just more in touch than his contemporaries and doesn't hide his curiosity. Who is right? Signed, Freaked Out Stepfather. Dear Freaked, you have every reason to be concerned. I'd be freaked out too if my 8-year-old stepson was getting more action than I was. Here's what you gotta do. Sit his punk ass down and tell him the facts of life. And I ain't talking the birds and bees or rainbows and unicorns here. You're right, so go into your little talk knowing just that. Get out of the house, just the two of you. Maybe buy him an ice cream cone, so the bitter pill you're about to deliver will be easier to swallow. And then lay it all out for Mike. Mommy's boobs are off limits. His right to suckle on the nip ended at age 5. So hands off. You wear the pants in the family, not him or your wife, even if by default. Touching yourself should always be done in private, with a certain amount of shame, just the way God intended. Showering is done alone. Changing clothes is done alone. And mommy's ass isn't a free-for-all unless it involves some sort of backdoor shenanigans. To drive your point home, explain castration to him, but do it in a way even an 8-year-old can understand. And then make it your business to help him become friends with some of the neighborhood kids. Obviously, Mike is cooped up in the house way too much. Maybe there's a nice 10-year-old girl who's developed early, living down the block. The kid seems like a breast man in the making, so that alone might help him forget his troubles at home. End your little talk with a bit of philosophy even a child can understand. Bros before hoes. This is Doc Sterno with wise advice.